Hi you guys. I wanted to make this video because I'm like making a little bit, my finger's always in the way. Um, I think that you should make a chronological on everything, whether it's veganism, activism, non-GMO, protest, PETA, there's so many different things to attach yourself to. Well, this year, after a series of deaths in my family, I started to embrace the idea of feeding people. And I'd always just, threw the seeds out there. I didn't really understand the process, that there was this perfected process. And the reason why I say perfected is because I'm completely amazed at germination and, the cups and all this stuff. Second reason why I make this is because my husband travels. He's gone in Canada and Alaska for weeks at a time, and then I'm by myself, and then I have to do things. And I've always been a go-getter, always been smart, I've always been a little crazy, and that's just who I am, without judgment. And I don't judge anybody else either, unless they're epic like mean, which, believe me, I've had a couple of those. When this all started, I had a dome. That's it. And these people had sent me free seeds, and I just threw them in there, just like I had done in the garden bed. And it was a mess. I sat there for it, I think it was 5 hours exactly or more, with tweezers pulling apart sprouts. And from that point on, my game got more perfected, because I didn't want to fail. Once I seen that little sprout come up, a memory came back to me of being in 3rd grade, and my teacher was like, we're gonna grow a seed today. That was back in the day when teachers cared about you. And so we did the seed in the styrofoam cup and put it on the ledge, and she taught us how to water it. And then my father would make an epic garden, but he was a desert gardener, which is completely different. And I just dreaded it every summer. He would cut into our summertime. So I'm doing this as a part of my lifestyle. I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because it's an art, and I'm a liberal arts major. And I'm doing this because it helps your soul. Now, that being said, I also want to say, there are moments when you think that you're going to lose your mind, especially when you don't know anything about it. 18-inch pots and soil with vermiculite, and every single step of the way I've had like 4 great days and then like 3 epic failure days, but I never, ever, ever have given up. And I gave away 1/3 to almost a half of that dome, and she lost every one of her plants due to overwatering, not good soil, just stuff. And so I made these little babies grow. And then you get attached, you do artificial lighting, get so attached to them in the little cup. And then bringing them outside was another moment in my learning curve, where you have to do bold moves. So I'm running out of space, I'm scared, I'm excited. You guys are way ahead of me, I mean, as far as harvesting. But I wanted children to come into this garden. I wanted people to come into this garden. I wanted friends to come into this garden and begin gardening. And no matter how small the space was, no matter how great. And we're in the process of buying land in the South, because I even have a bigger dream, which is even another whole video. But I'm chronologically, emotionally checking in, because it's an art. It's a passionate art. Am I in awe of you guys? Yeah. And did I know it was gonna be this much of a learning experience? And there are moments when at night I'm just like this. What is going on? And then I'll come back out, and then I'll take a picture, and then I'm getting more organized, or things are starting to come up, or things responded, or I actually figured out what I was growing. Remember that whole seed in the dome thing? You don't know what things are. They all look the same when they come up, don't they? I didn't even know there was a thing as a true leaf. My father literally just threw seed. I mean, he put rows, threw seed in there. We weeded it, turned the dirt, and grew stuff. And did I know about predators, like the one that just went flying by me? Did I know about... The only thing I knew was I was vegan, and I didn't want chemicals in my food, and I wanted it to grow, and I wanted to learn. I've studied at the university level and did 50-page papers, thesis, and it's almost on Google Plus too. That's another issue. Who has time to learn that thing? It's like, I don't. I just have too much going on in my life. But once you start this, something happens to your soul, and nobody really ever talks about that. Or maybe I just don't know who they are. I'm not in their circle. I think the soul grows. I think the soul learns something. Like sometimes I just sit out here and a tear will go down my face, because it's like, this is life. This is life. You're a baby, you get water and sun, and you respond. Something loves you, someone, something, the atmosphere, the clouds. Like, why is a tree there? Gardening is crazy, epic learning. And I'm just in love. Forget pests, forget grids and planning and all that. All I know is my life is changing, and I'm 50. I'm gonna be 50. And my life can't get any better. Even with all the mistakes, freakouts, moments, I'm not in your circle, I'm not following you. I'm gonna grow food. So hubby's coming in this weekend. He's an amazing carpenter. The lower the cost, the better. Not because we can't afford it, because we can. It's like, it keeps it fun. So the more tricks I learn, and then fertilizer. I didn't even know what a mulch was. I just literally threw it in the ground. So I'm kind of tapping into my ancestral spirit thing. And I'm so great. I feel so grateful to be a part of something so great. And I rarely hear people talk about the soul development. And I think the development of a person's soul or heart or mind or whatever it is you choose to call it. I did philosophy too, trust me. And it's like, whatever you choose to call it, it's a growth. And every day I sign up for that growth. And every day things in life, those seeds, talk to you, and they give you something. And then some days they just check out on you. And that was a really hard moment too. So my onion tower, my kale, my Chinese cabbage that just took a beating, my save the bee, save the hummingbird fragrance, onions, I'm losing space, Roma tomatoes, beefsteaks, heirlooms, basil, amazing, chili peppers, oh, do I need them for pickling, for my vegan diet, and for my friends, and even the strangers. You know how many plants I give away? Like 30. Everybody's growing their tomatoes. They're so happy. Sage. Chocolate mint. Look at me. I'm like rubbing bugs off me. Sometimes I don't take a shower, man. Because you're in the learning experience. And some of you are so big into harvest that I can't even relate. But I'm excited for you. But I can't relate because I'm not there. So when I get there, I hope I can share that moment. And every time I get a bean or a kale or anything, it doesn't matter if I don't look epic. It just matters if I don't give up. So that's where I'm at today. This is dedicated to my husband and to all those I lost this year. I'll continue growing and working hard, and we'll continue to share the wealth. So soul update, heart, mind, whatever it is you guys think philosophically, I'm in. Peace.